The final Zelda Tears of the Kingdom trailer has finally come, and let's just say no one was disappointed. I saw many YouTubers who changed their minds in the game after seeing this trailer. I was also very excited to see rehydrated Ganon in the flesh, and some really cool shots with some awesome remixes of themes that we have seen, plus new ones. But I am not here to talk about the trailer. I will save that one for another video. In the trailer, some champion descendants make a return. This includes Sidon of the Zora, Riju of the Gerudo, and Tulin, the son of Teba from the Rito. Now, I don't know why they chose to replace Teba with Tulin, but if you want to know about that, I suggest you go click on a different video. As seen through the title of this video, it's about the Gorons. There are a lot of things kept in the dark about the Gorons, and they seem like they are going to play an important part of the story in Tears of the Kingdom. First, let's start off with Death Mountain. If you've seen the trailers, then you'll know that Death Mountain seems to be under Ganondorf or some other Malice's control. Instead of having lava, it spews out malice. The castle also has a similar state, also kind of how it was in Breath of the Wild, with Calamity Ganon swarming the castle. Except this time, it has been lifted up in the sky. We don't know how exactly the Sky Islands float, but we assume it has something to do with the Zonai's magic. And we can also assume it is the same force that is lifting the castle into the sky. We don't see too much about the Gorons in the trailers. In fact, artwork was released about the new champions, and they have two art styles with them. We see Sidon, Riju, Tulin, but no Yunobo. Yunobo was one of the descendants of the champions in Breath of the Wild. He had the ability of Daruk's protection from the champion Daruk. But for some reason, Yunobo is not seen in the trailer, and not even artwork of a Goron champion was released, yet they released tons of artwork of the other champions. Why is this? Well, there are multiple different options to what could have happened to the Gorons. One option could be that most of the Gorons were killed, although I think that is unlikely because we do still see some Gorons in the trailer, and there is a champion Goron. The reason we know there is a champion Goron is because in one shot, a Goron is holding a boulder breaker. That is something that the Goron champions carry in Breath of the Wild. It could be Yunobo, but then why would the Zelda team hide Yunobo from us? They would have no reason to. There is obviously something mysterious happening here that they do not want us to know. The second option could be that the Gorons were imprisoned by Ganondorf and Link has to journey to set them free, so the Gorons could also help in the fight. The reason I think that the Gorons would help fight alongside Link is we've already seen multiple times in the trailer where the villagers and champions fight with him. For example, we see Link fight alongside with Sidon on the Sky Island, or Link riding a horse clearing enemies with villagers at Fort Hateno. Another thing to note is that each new champion seemed to be holding or wearing a tear. The interesting thing is, we don't see the Goron's tear. Zelda has a tear, Sidon has a tear, Riju has a tear, Tulin has a tear, the weird Zonai figure has a tear, another character that seems similar to Zelda has a tear, and Ganondorf also has a tear. There is no Goron tear seen, but we can assume that the Goron champion had one, because all the rest of the champions have one. What I think most likely happened is Ganondorf stole the tear from the Gorons, which caused Death Mountain to go haywire and be under Ganondorf's control. Speaking of control, there is one more option that I see possible. And it's exactly that, it's control. Kind of like how Loki was controlled by Thanos, the Gorons could be controlled by Ganondorf. The mountain is exploding with malice, and there is malice inside of the rocks. Maybe, in some way, this is affecting the Gorons to be under Ganondorf's control, similar to how the Calamity controlled the Guardians and the Divine Beasts. In one part of the trailer, there is what seems to be a Goron that shoots straight at Link. Now this could just be a test of strength or something that Link has to prove to the Gorons. I think what most likely happened is the Gorons are being imprisoned, and Link has to go set them free. But any of these other methods are also possible. The point is, Death Mountain is in trouble, and so are the Gorons. But we'll only know when the game actually comes out. So let me know your theories on what happened to the Gorons down below, and I'll make sure to heart all of them. If you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. It would really help me out. This is my first official Zelda video on this channel, and I plan to do more. And last but not least, I want to thank Hayu47 for helping me come up with this idea. Anyways, guys, take care.